we thought it would be fun for us to do our rankings tonight centered around the best portrayals of Batman. This can be animated. This can be live action. These are our personal lists. These are not the best of all time. These are our personal favorites. Let's start in descending order as always. Top 3 Batman portrayals of all time. We are going to start with you, Daniel.
All right. So for number 3, I had to go, because I raked it so high, I got to go Kevin Conroy for the animated Batman as the voice actor. I mean, his voice the original the Batman cartoon that I spent the most time with, I heard his voice the most. And that was kind of, I got to give him number 3.
I respect it. Yep. Rich, number 3.
Val Kilmer.
Nice. I'm so glad to hear it.
I wonder if we have the same list.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Batman Forever is so underappreciated.
I agree.
I mean, I know it's a little schlocky, but it's a fantastic movie, and Val Kilmer is one of the reasons why it is and why it works so well.
Number 3. So far we've got Kevin Conroy. Yep. 2 votes for Val Kilmer. And number 3, Donnelly.
Number 3 is from the animated series Batman, the Brave and the Bold. And that would be Diedrich Bader.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes. Right. I think that, it's funny. You brought up earlier how Marvel has been lately struggling to capture that fine line of comedy, seriousness, and action all in one. Mm-hmm. And that's why I put Diedrich Bader at my number 3, because somehow he had that goofiness of the old Adam West Batman. Definitely killed it as Batman, and I think he's very underappreciated.
Number 2, Dan.
Michael Keaton. Going Michael Keaton. He's Michael Keaton.
Yeah, and it's fitting. It's fitting too. Michael Keaton making his little resurgence here in many ways, and you got to.
I had him moved around a lot, but yeah, I'm gonna put him at number 2. I think.
Yep. Awesome, Rich. Number 2.
I also had Michael Keaton at number 2.
I wish I knew that we were just going to all have the same list here. But I have Michael Keaton at number 2 as well. But you could say number 1 and I wouldn't argue. But Donnelly, number 2.
My number 2, and I took that very much to heart, my list of favorite Batmans. And I thought as the most recent Batman, he absolutely crushed it and really solidified what I like to see as the future of Batman. And that was Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah,
all right. There was a lot of complaints out there about his Bruce Wayne. I know Tim's not a fan of his Bruce Wayne. I thought it was fitting for like a year 1 type of image, but his Batman was so good.
Yep,
I agree with that.
He was that unpredictable Batman.
Yeah,
They were afraid because they didn't know if he was going to whip out a gun and shoot him, or just break their legs, or just they didn't know what he was going to do. Yeah,
that tough, that aggression, that kind of unchained, ness about him.
Yeah,
what I liked about
it more akin to the games. The vibe is more akin to the games. For him.
The fighting, there was no music or excess sound effects during the fights. It was a lot of you heard every punch, you heard every kick. It felt real. Pattinson absolutely did a fantastic job. Pattinson did not make my list, but don't get it twisted. I love Robert Pattinson as Batman. And I think Robert Pattinson did a great job as Bruce Wayne for the Bruce Wayne that they were trying to depict.
The quiet.
Bruce Wayne's just not my Bruce Wayne. That's not my favorite.
Still hung up on the death of his parents, not knowing where his place was in the world or with Wayne Tech and all that stuff. So
can somebody get a clip of Tim just saying "I love Robert Pattinson" and just put it on loop? Is it want that on?
We'll make that into a minute long short of him just repeating it over and over.
I love Robert Pattinson.
I don't hate Robert Pattinson. I was talking him up when he got cast to be Batman, if you all remember, and everyone took.
As soon as I saw the Lighthouse, I was like, he can do whatever he wants.
Oh, the Lighthouse.
Lighthouse was great.
That was it. That for me, that was the movie where I was like, yes, whatever.
He proved himself there. I agree.
Yep. Yeah. We got some respect out there, Donnelly. Yes, Tyler, respect. I did like Pattinson more than expected, and I'll be honest, I think a lot of people did. I think he exceeded expectations. He did a great job. So I respect the hell out of that. We are now on to Jesus, Ashley.
Coveted.
Surprisingly enough, I sleep.
That is amazing.
Best comment of the night.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Just
Well,
incriminates himself at night.
That is
no way to
fantastic.
segue that one.
I'm so happy about that.
Jeez. Dan, bring us home with your number one best Batman
Yes.
ever.
For Batman, it's Christian Bale, 100%. He's my favorite. He's my favorite Batman. Yeah.
It's funny.
And that might change in time. I need to see more from Pattinson and all that. But like for what I have currently, Christian Bale is the best bang for my buck right there.
So while I agree that Christian Bale's Batman movies might have been top tier, and I agree that Christian Bale, here's the deal. I'm going to say it right now. Christian Bale is the best Bruce Wayne that we've gotten in any form.
He's in
animated or live action. No one's better than Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne. Anyone want to argue with me on that?
Well, that could be another top three. In fact, I think going forward, we only do Batman top threes. You know, one week best Bruce Wayne, next week best Batmobile, next week best Batwing.
As Batman,
family.
No, we can't do the best Batwing because Tim's gonna put a picture up of the movie Waiting doing the Batwing.
Oh, I'll just do the Batwing.
Or he'll do the Batwing rating,
and then we'll get kicked off.
I hate that you planted that seed.
Yeah.
Now I can't get it out of my head.
I love when Luis Guzman is explaining it, and he's like, "What you do is you take the skin from your nuts and you hold it tight like paper." But that being said, all I was getting at was that Jesus Christ, what is happening?
We're Batwinging it.
We are Batwinging it. I'm Batwinging it. It's hot in here.
It's all good. You get the donuts coursing through your blood.
Best Bruce Wayne. I think Christian Bale was a horrible Batman. Sorry.
It's hard to get past the Bat voice.
Rich.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, Rich. It's the I'm Batman. I can't even, like, it's so bad.
Where is he? So, Rich, number one.
My number one is Kevin Conroy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rich, we have the exact same top
dude.
three.
He is the Batman of my youth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, you know, that's it. I mean, as much as I love Keaton, I mean, he was in 2 movies. Kevin Conroy, I mean, he was Batman from the early 90s until, you know, his untimely passing, you know, just a few months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
In November.
And a great
Batman,
guy,
the
awesome
animated series, the Arkham video games, and one of my personal all-time favorite Batman movies, Mask of the Phantasm.
Yes.
Another woefully underrated movie. If you have not seen Mask of the Phantasm, go see it now.
Listen, you took all the words out of my mouth. I really was hoping for some diversity. Donnelly, I think it was you that called it. You're like, we're going to have a lot of overlap. I'm like, we will, but we won't. I figured everyone was going to be on what's
Clooney?
his name? No, not Clooney. On Christian Bale. I thought everyone was going to be on Christian Bale's dick. I am not. I thought I love those movies, but he's not the best Batman. I did not expect to have the same exact list as Rich.
Yeah,
I really enjoy arguing with you, Rich, a lot.
I know you do.
And we didn't get to.
We do it so well.
I know, and we didn't get to do it. But Kevin Conroy, when I think Batman, and I don't care, and it's not just him as the voice actor. When I think Batman, I picture the Batman from the Batman animated series. That is the first association I have with the word Batman. That's the first picture in my head. And that's where it starts. Let alone the fact that that voice is spectacular and so well done for so many years. Couple that with the fact that he also voiced, as Rich said, the video games, Arkham Asylum.
Right.
That voice is synonymous with Batman. And he was an absolute stand-up individual. What he did for the community, just the comic book community, the action figure collectors community, video game community, the nerd community, everything that we are all a part of, he was a stand-up guy. When it came to signings, when it came to photo ops, all of it, he was there for all of it up until his last breath, basically. He was going to these events and meeting with his fans and was always appreciative. He was a stand-up guy. and he's the best Batman by far. I couldn't agree more. And I'm excited. I have a feeling, Donnelly's nodding a lot. I have a feeling your number one is the same, but I'm curious.
Yeah. No, it is. It definitely is. It's the same thing for the same reasons you just said. He was my first on-screen introduction to Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and always be locked in. When I think Batman, I think of him standing at the top of the building with the lightning cracking behind him, you know,
yes,
with the intro and
with the visage.
So definitely Kevin Conroy earns top spot for me too.